Welcome to AskOkey, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Okey. For those of you who've been on my private blog, I need no introduction. But for the rest of you, I am known there as the professor, or prof for short. I began blogging the subject of men's clothing in 2014 or thereabout. But that is not all that I represent. I have a background in electrical engineering, having earned a bachelor's in engineering. I also have an MBA in banking and finance, subsequently spending many years on Wall Street as a financier, or more specifically as an investment banker. Also a lifelong entrepreneur with a love for learning. Most recently, I embarked on a journey to pick up a doctoral degree in renewable energy technologies, where the subject of my dissertation is storage systems or storage technologies for renewable energy sources. My aim over the coming weeks, months, and I hope years, is to share my story in the hope that they would be of some benefit to you. In this vein, I will indulge my love and passion for philosophy and how it has helped me grow as an individual. While our roots will always remain in classic dress, I hope that I am able to lean on my various experiences and backgrounds to help you in your own journey of self-discovery. Now let's talk about the AskOkey portal and how to use it. Essentially, the portal is structured into three separate sections. We have the store, where we have our products, all of which we've designed in-house. We have the genie, also called the wardrobe tool, and then we have the blog itself. The blog is broken down into four sections. We like to call it four pillars. First and primarily is classic dress. The second is philosophy, both of which I discussed in my introduction. The third is finance and economics, which I also touched on in my introduction. And last, and certainly not the least, is wellness and fitness, something I'm also very passionate about. Now let's talk about the store. What is the store? Essentially, we have a line of products, trousers, coats, and other products to come. Our philosophy generally is built around classic dress. And so our clothes are cut very full, very reminiscent of the 1930s and 40s and 50s. Under our trousers, we have pleated trousers, we have flat front trousers, we have chino trousers, we have cargo pants, and drawstring pants in linen. The common characteristic there is that they're all very full cut and extremely comfortable, made in the most luxurious fabrics you could find on the market. Now, what sets us apart is our ability to enable or to allow you to customize your own clothes through our website. This is a fully functional platform with software that allows us to capture your measurements remotely and have the whole process done remotely. In this age where travel is somewhat restricted, we find that this is a very useful tool for those of you who would like to enjoy the quality of handmade bespoke tailoring without the burden of having to travel to your tailor, either in Europe or in Asia or in South America or where else. I hope that you would have an opportunity or to take some time to go through our store section and truly examine this tool that we've developed to produce bespoke quality clothing for those of you who are adherents of bespoke clothing and made to measure. It is something truly phenomenal, and we did put a lot of work and effort and research into developing this platform. So do check it out at your earliest convenience. Let's talk about our genie, also known as our wardrobe tool. This is a product that was pushed to us, as a matter of fact. I had done a YouTube video many years ago on my old YouTube channel, and I had developed a spreadsheet, which I used to build my own personal wardrobe. I organized it in terms of the category. It was very structured, very analytical, which borrows from my own background as an analyst, as an investment banking analyst. Due to the demand from my audience on the YouTube channel, we put a bit of thought into it, and we thought we'd come up with a functional tool to replicate what I had been able to create using my skills, my Excel skills as an analyst, as a financial analyst. So what we have is called the Genie. We trademarked it, the Genie, at least we named it the Genie. But what it is it's a functional platform that essentially allows you to build your wardrobe in a very thoughtful manner. We've created a composite wardrobe, which I designed myself, and it shows you how and where to allocate your resources when you're building a wardrobe from scratch. For instance, there is the norm, or there is the rule of thumb that shoes are very important, and hence they should take up about 20% of your wardrobe budget. In the same vein, I've gone through different sections of my own wardrobe and basically allocated percentages of a total wardrobe budget to each category. So what the Genie helps you do is, when you're starting out building a wardrobe, it shows you a model portfolio or a model wardrobe, and then it shows you your own wardrobe, and then you can start to build your wardrobe and compare it or juxtapose it against the Genie. It doesn't have to reflect my own ideas, but what my ideas do is that they present a comparison to allow you to approach this process of wardrobe building in a very, very thoughtful and methodical manner. Now let's talk about the blog, which is the genesis of all of this. As I mentioned in the introduction, I have been keeping this blog beginning in 2014, variously on WhatsApp, on Slack, and YouTube. A lot of the viewers, a lot of the old-time viewers on my existing blog, actually I met through my YouTube blog. And we've been able to develop an ecosystem around this blog using our Slack channel, the WhatsApp, which is my private blog, and the YouTube channel, obviously, which is a public blog. And what we have on AskOkey, the blog, is a continuation of all of that. Essentially, it is one more channel to our ecosystem. So there, again, I will be talking about the subjects that interest me, primarily the 4 pillars of this community. We will cover each of these subjects variously, not in any specific sequence. A lot of it is going to be driven by demand. And so I am going to be out there listening to what people want to hear about. And I'm going to share my own experiences. And these are not going to be, some of them are going to be tutorials, but the aim here is to, as much as possible, to lean on my own experiences, whether it's building a classic wardrobe, whether it's my journey as an investment banker, whether it's my personal growth through the study of philosophy, or whether it's my personal development and physical development through my adherence to sports and physical fitness. So that is all going to be encapsulated in the blog. Again, it's going to be broken into 4 distinct sections. We're going to have classic dress, which is why a lot of you are here. We're going to have philosophy. We're going to talk about Stoicism. We're going to talk about the classics. We're talking about Nietzsche, Schopenhauer, all the classics, the contemporary, the Renaissance age philosophers. A lot of you who are on my blog currently are very familiar with these philosophers, and we're going to expound on them as we go further into our AskOkey domain. We're also going to visit economics and finance. We spent a good part of last year on my private blog talking about markets. We talked about dislocation, for instance, during the Corona crisis. We talked about banking reform. We talked about how money works. We talked about central banking. We talked about the plumbing of the central or economic monetary system. So we're going to take this opportunity to walk around different subjects. A lot of it is going to be driven by demand, what people want to learn about. But my aim here again is to leverage my background in finance and economics to spend as much time as possible on every one of these subjects. And of course, the last part of it, or the fourth pillar, is going to be fitness and wellness. Now, as many know, many who are familiar with the professor, I am an adherent of fitness. I've been one for most of my life. Most recently, I took up boxing. Prior to that, I was very much into powerlifting and other things. I indulge in other sports, cricket, basketball, what have you. However, my focus today remains boxing. And so in the wellness and fitness section, I will share with you also my own personal journey, my experiences, the tools that I've picked up along the way, the things that have helped me, not just the physical aspect of it, but also the mental part of it, because a lot of fitness and sports is also mental. I will share my methodologies, my training routine, my training regimen, including my diet, of course, because diet is a big part of it. So there we have it for the blog. That is going to be the most dynamic thing about this new portal. This is where we build Ubuntu, as they would say. This is where we build community. The blog will be extended to our YouTube channel, which is also going to be linked to our Slack channel. And perhaps we're going to maintain some private presence on the WhatsApp channel. However, the idea is to build an ecosystem linked also to our new Instagram channel, such that our community or the individuals in our community can move back and forth between the different channels. And in the end, we create an ecosystem and to nurture all of this knowledge and information that we are generating from AskOkey. And so, ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, we've talked about a lot. We've gone through our main philosophy. We've talked about the structure of AskOkey, the platform, and how to use it. And I look forward to this journey. This has been many years in the making. As I mentioned earlier, I started blogging on men's clothing in 2014. Some of you on my private blog have been with me the entire time, and so you have had the opportunity to see the metamorphosis, and here we are today. It's truly a vision come true for all of us. And I hope that now that we have all our resources in one place in our home, as I like to call it, our permanent home, on AskOkey, the portal, we can make this truly great. I welcome you to this journey, and I look forward to it. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.